You're in the right place. It is time now for another edition, another episode, another exciting moment of the Chennis Berry Show. Of course, all things Benedict College Tigers, and it's being brought to you, of course, in part by the new Creation Construction. So glad to have you with us. And, of course, Coach, this is your show.
Oh, yeah. Glad to be here, man. I'm excited.
Oh, no doubt. Listen, you guys beat Allen 45-12. Then you go on to beat Edward Waters 44-3. What is with the fours?
Hey, man, as long as they keep happening, I'm happy about it. Absolutely.
And again, you guys come out really strong, and you get a first drive that takes you down there to make this thing happen. Let's talk about that first one. The 42-yard pass to Darius Philon, and of course sets it up for the touchdown. All right, Coach, so you guys come out strong on the offense, and already big plays leading to touchdowns as well. Let's talk about this.
Well, we pride ourselves on starting fast, and Eric Phoenix stepped up in the pocket right here for a big play to Darius Philon, and that was a good play to get us rocking and rolling.
And that set up for the 5-yard TD run by your QB, Eric Phoenix, as well.
We ended up getting in the end zone with a design quarterback run to our quarterback, Eric Phoenix. He did a good job of reading the defense and found a way to get in the end zone.
You guys get this touchdown. Edward Waters gets the ball. They eat up the clock, 9 minutes in a 14-play drive, but they only come away with the field goal. Tigers get the ball back. They get a 60-yard run and pass. You had McLeod. Then, of course, you got your QB, Eric Phoenix, and the pass that's going to go to Darius Philon. Let's talk about that and how you set all this up for another amazing score.
I tell you what, we scored fast on that drive, man. You know, in 3 plays we're in the end zone. So we had that with 2 runs and an explosive play-action pass to Darius Philon to culminate that drive with a touchdown.
Your offensive line, again, amazing.
Absolutely. You have to have protection. In order to get it down the field, you got to have protection to get a quarterback time to throw the ball.
All right, so we're in the second quarter, and what happens is Fermin Romero gets the pick, which then gives the Tigers the ball back, and that sets us up for another scoring drive.
Absolutely. We try to make sure that when we get a turnover, our defense gives the ball back to the offense. We want to put the ball in the box. And we were able to throw a screen play from Eric Phoenix to Sean Presley, and he did the rest. He took that thing to the house, and we're excited to get another score.
Relentless. He was, it's one of those things when people get touched first, then they want to automatically go down. But your plays, they see that end zone, and that's what they're driving for.
Absolutely. They have to be hungry. Once they get the opportunity to get the ball in their hand, we try to pride ourselves in explosive plays made by explosive players. And that guy, Sean Presley, did an awesome job of getting that ball in the box.
Edward Waters gets the ball once again, another long drive for nearly 5.5 minutes this time, and then they get to attempt a 43-yard field goal, but your defense holds up again, blocks that. We end the half 21-3.
Hey, we had great ball get off right there, and we were able to get penetration and able to get that thing blocked before the half to eliminate points.
What a way to end the half, 21-3, but none of this could be done without the great work of your coaches as well.
I tell you what, man, I'm very excited about my coaching staff. They do an awesome job in preparing our young men for success.
And now it's time for our Coaches Spotlight. This is brought to you by Lexington Medical Center. Let's talk about Coach Kevin King. He's the special teams guy, and he's also the, what else does he do?
He's our special team coordinator as well as our secondary coach.
All right, let's take a look at him.
Well, my name is Kevin King. I was born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida. I went to John Rebound High School where I earned a scholarship to Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I played there for 4 years. Then I became a student assistant at Southern University as well. Then when I graduated, I became a graduate assistant. I earned my master's degree, and that's why I began coaching. I was a graduate assistant there for 3 years. Then I earned a coaching job at Oklahoma Panhandle State University, which was an NAIA. There, I went to New Hampshire, Franklin Pierce University in Orange, New Hampshire. And after that, Coach Berry gave me the call here. What I love most about coaching the Tigers is the relationships I've been able to build since I've been here. These guys are unbelievable to be around. They're just like me when I was in school, and just see them grow each and every day and become, young men. That's what I love most. Dominant wins, week 1 and week 2. How I feel being a defensive coach is, it was good to see our kids go out there and just perform and play through the jitters and being nervous we ain't playing the year. But we got a lot to improve. We got a long ways to go. But just to see them be able to run around, make plays, communicate, I thought it was good, and we were leading in the right direction. Some of the things I stress to the secondary to be successful is being leaders first and foremost. We got to lead. We got to lead from the front. We got a lot of ways to go, long ways to go. But just to see them be able to run around, make plays, communicate, I thought it was good, and we leading in the right direction. Some of the things I stress to the secondary to be successful is being leaders first and foremost. We got to lead from the front. I always teach them, preach that to them, stress that to them, and they understand that. They understand that, when stuff going wrong, they on the sideline, just keeping everybody positive. They lead from the front and conditioning, they always in the front. So that's one thing I stress first is just leadership. The next thing is communication. In the back end, you got to be able to communicate. We lean on our safeties heavily to set our defense, so they got to communicate and make sure everybody got the call. How much I appreciate the opportunity to be a part of this program. Well, I appreciate it a lot because for Coach Berry to get his first, head coaching job, he's been waiting for 20 plus years, and he chose me to be a part of his program, like just his very first program. That mean the world to me, and I don't want to let him down. Just coming to work every day, just put my hard hat on and just getting to work. I just want to prove him that he made the right decision. Something new that I learned by myself since coaching here at Benedict is that I know more about the game than I thought. Just being a special teams coordinator and just focusing on the back end, I coach all 5 positions. And I just see that I know a lot about football, just the run fits, what a linebacker is supposed to be, the D-line, just everything. It opened my eyes to stuff I knew that I didn't know, that I didn't think I knew, but I know now.
People have the power to make a lasting impact through acts of kindness, compassion, and strength. They inspire us to innovate and educate, to do more than we ever thought possible, to help you be your healthiest you. Prisma Health, inspired by you.
Welcome back to the Coach Chennis Berry Show. It's being brought to you by New Creation Construction. Now, great first half, 21-3, but we're not done.
Not done yet.
Let's set up this second half right now.
Absolutely. We want fast starts. We were able to go play action and find Jaden Thomas for a big touchdown to start the second half.
51-yard pass, 28-3, Tigers up again. Edward Waters gets the ball, but of course your Tigers step up to the plate. Josh Haywood gets an INT. Offense takes the field, but we don't get much out of that drive at all. But no worries, because our defense stepped up to the plate. Not only that, it brings our offense back on, and it sets us up for another long drive and a TD.
All right, this drive starts with us getting the ball going and throwing the ball to our number 2 receiver, Kel McLeod, to get us rocking and rolling. Then we had a third and long play, actually, where Eric Phoenix did an awesome job of working up in the pocket, going through his progressions. Nothing was there, and he stepped up for a big, big run to get the drive rolling. All right. Then after that, we're going into the fourth quarter now. We run a little play action pass and throw a slant route to Steve Campbell for a big play to get us rolling on that drive as well. Then we want to get a little razzle-dazzle going. We end up going to reverse to Darius Fallon for a pretty good game to get us going in fringe red zone position. This drive was topped off by a fade ball and the big wide receiver, Steve Campbell. He was able to use his big body, his big size, and put that thing in the box for us.
Lots of targets, lots of opportunities to get guys involved in this game, which of course helps out when you're trying to score on a team like Edward Waters.
Absolutely, absolutely.
12 plays, 89 yards, eats up 6 minutes off the clock, but it results in a touchdown for Tigers. All right, Coach, we're in the fourth quarter, 35-3. You're feeling pretty comfortable because now you're starting to put your second stringers into the game.
Well, we put our backup quarterback in. Nate Harden did a great job of sprinting out, and he dropped it in the bucket to Tavian Grice. Tavian Grice does a good job, big explosive play, and then we top that drive off with an inside zone run to Omarion Coleman, OC with the touchdown.
42-3. Even with the second stringers in, can't stop the Tigers.
Oh yeah, we were rolling. We were rolling on offense.
Rigoberto Tinoco, this guy couldn't miss that night.
He was
6
perfect.
for 6.
He was perfect on PATs, and that's what it's all about. Points are a premium.
Well, Coach, not only was your offense on point, your defense on point, but also your special teams played a big role in this game too.
Takes all 3 phases, and all our guys were locked in, and we did a good job on all phases.
Ball gets snapped high, goes back into the end zone. The punter kicks it out of field to play.
We were able to get 2 points out of it.
There it is, final score 44-3. Your guys come up big once again.
Absolutely. We found a way to win a football game, and that's what it's all about. You know, kudos out to my coaching staff for putting our young men in position to be successful, and the players go out and execute. And at the end of the day, our goal every week is to be 1-0.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the locker room. I know it's still early in the season. What's the general feeling of the team right now? 2-0.
I'll tell you what, they're believing. You know, we had Bible study on Friday night with our team chaplain, and then we just talked about believing. You know, believing in the process. And those guys have been 100% bought into what we're doing and how we're doing it. And they're enjoying the ride right now. It's not a marathon, it's not a sprint, but it's a marathon. And, you know, those guys are really bought in and they believe in the process.
Coach, it's a great thing when you have a whole bunch of players that are shining on that field. And right now what we want to do is bring you that Prisma Health Spotlight player.
Dontavious Hunt.
Number 23. Let's check him out.
I'm Dontavious Hunt. First, I started off in with Jefferson County High School. It was a small high school, place where people barely make it out, really. If you make it out, you're one of those select few lucky ones. But I ran in high school. I played football, basketball, ran track. I was really a four-sport athlete. But really, Benedict gave me my shot the very first round of the playoffs my senior year. Coming in the first playoff game, I had little to no offers, probably like 3. And that game I really balled out. The wide receiver I was guarding, he had 0 catches. I had a bunch of tackles, an interception for a touchdown. And Benedict, they gave me my offer right then and there. My team, we're a championship sound team. We have the potential to be SIAC champions and the potential to go to the playoffs, really. We just really have to stay focused and come together on all 3 phases. That's offense, special teams, defense. We're really a powerhouse, I would say. Our offense, I love the way they're moving. And our defense, we get after the ball. I've never been on a team like this. Coach Berry, he's absolutely phenomenal, a motivational guy. Coach Berry has the aspirations to be a head coach of a championship team. You know, that's all he sees when he talks to us. That's all he preaches to us is being disciplined and reaching our goal at the end of the day. Being 1-0 each week means not just winning the game on Saturday, it's taking it day by day. We have this thing called win the day. So if you win the day each and every day, then you should win the week. On Saturday, you know, the outcome should be we should be the ones holding up the W. We should be the ones celebrating after the game each and every Saturday just by winning the day. Some of my personal goals for this season, I really would like to have, if you know me, I'm number 23. So I would like to have 23 interceptions. That's why, I have to, individually, I would have to get on my horse right now. Probably 3 interceptions a game, 2 interceptions a game. Some people think it's impossible, but if you come my way, that ball is mine. And long term, I would like to go to the next level, personally. For my team, you know, we want to win that championship. We need that gold on our finger with some diamonds. We need jewelry.
In our state, team rivalries run deep.
Sometimes our fans might not always agree.
With South Carolina.
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
It's time to come together off the field.
Together, we can beat COVID-19.
Vaccines are safe and effective.
And they're our best shot at victory.
Don't wait until it's too late.
Learn how to protect yourself and your family.
At scdhec.gov/vaxfacts.
Protect your family, your friends, your neighbors, the people who care for you. Save a life. Wear a mask.
Welcome back to the Coach Chennis Berry Show. Nothing but Benedict College Tiger football at its best. Spotlighting, highlighting, and doing what we do right here, Coach.
Absolutely.
Right now it's time to talk about that player of the game. It is the Prisma Health player of the game, and it's all being brought to you by New Creation Construction. Our players, who, Coach?
Eric Phoenix, quarterback from Savannah, Georgia. I tell you, Eric is really growing up in our offense, He has to understand and continue to understand that, he needs to just take what the defense gives him, and he's doing a good job of managing and being a good decision maker. He's basically the point guard of the offense, and he's doing a good job of doing so.
Great running game, great passing game, great defense, great special teams. You're putting it all together, and it's only game 2. But we got another game to play, Coach.
Absolutely.
Savannah State, right?
Absolutely. Savannah State, well-coached football team. We'll be traveling down there on this Friday, and our guys got one mission in mind, to just come back being 1-0. That's our total focus. We want to have a great week of practice, guys being locked in on the mission. And the mission is a business trip. And we want to go down with our mindset ready to go and try to see if we can come back to Columbia, South Carolina with a victory.
What do you think? What do you know about Savannah State that we have to look out for?
Well, they're a well-coached football team. Those guys, they fly around on defense. They're very sound on offense, and they do a very good job on special team. We'll have to come with our minds right and be ready to play, but we're going to play against a really well-coached football team.
Yeah, Savannah State was picked to finish number 1 in the SIAC, but I know that doesn't intimidate you at all.
Oh, not at all. We still got to line up and play the game. Our guys will be locked in, and they'll be ready to play.
First road game of the season for the Benedict College Tigers. How do you think they're going to fare with this going on the road? Home, they're playing well.
Tell you what, this will be our first challenge to be able to do that. Like you say, we've been home, and now we're going to have to go on the road. And our whole focus, once we get on that bus on Friday, it's a business trip, and we're going there with business in mind.
All right, 6 p.m., Ted Wright Stadium, Savannah, Georgia, 6 p.m. kickoff. If you want to go and you don't want to drive yourself, you can jump on that bus. We're talking about the Benedict College Booster Club with Pearl and Robert Thomas. Thomas and Associates to get you squared away and a great seat for a great game. Coach, we're ready for you.
Hey, we're looking for everybody to come join us. Come on down to Savannah. We're looking for that 12th man. Let's go get it. Go Tigers.
It is the Coach Chennis Berry Show, brought to you by New Creation Construction. We want to say thank you to our sponsors of the Chennis Berry Show, New Creation Construction, Prisma Health, Department of Health and Environmental Control, Lexington Medical Center, Advantage Sport and Fitness. Thank you for supporting Benedict College.